Is going over some of the many hundreds of images that I took with Mark Smith as I took him to the J. Ding Darling Wildlife Refuge, which is on Sanibel Island. It's a blue heron. It's stalking some of the crabs on the shoreline. The refuge is always filthy with ospreys in a good way. They're such beautiful and interesting birds. This was actually on the causeway going over. Call this death from above. The osprey giving me the stink eye. Ospreys are always interesting. They know when you're staring at them, then they'll give you that evil stare back. This is a shot that needs to be prefaced. First off, we saw the ospreys actually sitting in shallow water taking a bath, and you can see the osprey is really wet. And Mark Smith said he'd actually never witnessed this before. However, I've seen the ospreys do this before at the refuge. You could see how wet he is. This is an interesting shot. This osprey was about 50 feet off the ground when he actually just stopped flying, and like a really wet dog after it gets out of a bathtub will shake itself violently. The osprey just stopped flying and he dropped out of the air about 5 feet or so while he shook himself really violently to shake all the water off of himself, and then he continued to fly. I'd actually not seen that ever before myself. I've seen them take baths before, but I didn't know, nor have I ever seen them stop mid-air to violently shake themselves. And he fell out of the air, five or so feet, and then continued flying. I thought that was really cool. There's another osprey. It looks like the same osprey, but there are actually a lot of ospreys at the refuge, including some nesting ones. However, I didn't process those pictures. So, thanks, Mark Smith, joining me out at the Wildlife Refuge. I had fun, and maybe we could meet up again at some point in the future. This was on the causeway going back. We stopped and filmed a bunch of pelicans diving into the water for fish. Bye.